Climb through the early afternoon period, and there are so many ambitions and hearts in mouths as the race got underway. But the writing was on the wall for many of these athletes from early on, because the pace was fast and furious from the word go. The Chinese dominating the first laps, but well, it was a Peruvian, an unheralded Peruvian, who was to take control of things pretty early on in the race. The lap times became very, very consistent at around 4:20 per lap between the 4th and 8th kilometers. Garcia Leon of Peru applying the pressure and pulling away from the pack with one of the Chinese favourites, Qiang Shiji, the bronze medalist 11 years ago in the World Championships, who carried an enormous amount of experience. Garcia Leon, though, broke away in the latter stages as she applied the pressure kilometre after kilometre, lap after lap, this 500-metre long circuit, giving no shade at all from the sun. They were side by side for a long time, the vast majority of the race indeed, and with a pace of 4:25 per kilometre, Garcia Leon was walking towards a huge new national record. We all wondered whether she could maintain it up against the mighty power of one of the best of China. Indeed, Qiang's personal best at 1 hour 24 is some 3.5 minutes quicker than the eventual winning time. But eventually Garcia Leon showing enormous determination and patience, breaking away from Qiang inside the final quarter of the race. And then it was Zieblo, Katarzyna Zieblo of Poland, who very unexpectedly began to make inroads, having been up in the top half dozen through the middle of the race, moving into third and then chasing down Qiang. That happened at around 18 kilometers, and Zieblo took reinforcement from that, pulled away from the fading Qiang very quickly indeed. The performance of Garcia Leon, though, in the latter stages remained quite marvellous. She heard the bell, clicked her own watch as she heard the bell, can you believe? Still very much in control of things, and never gave Zieblo a sniff at any chance of catching her. The gap remained at around 20 to 22 seconds through that final lap. When Garcia Leon came across the line, it was in glorious isolation after a wonderful performance. There won't be many better, more dominant performances than that over the next 10 days at these 18th World Athletics Championships here in Eugene, Oregon. Katarzyna Zieblo coming home for a glorious silver for Poland. Delight for her, and a massive new personal best and national record, as had been the case for Garcia Leon. And Qiang did indeed hang on for that bronze medal. Reward for her for a very, very tough race. She suffered dramatically in the last 2 or 3 laps. Well, the race got underway at 3:10 as the temperatures climbed here in Eugene, Oregon. The 45 starters full of optimism and hope. And indeed, the complexion of the race through the first half was much slower than the women's, much different. Yamanishi, the defending champion, testing the opposition through the middle stages of the race with surges lap after lap, and then slowing down. And Karlström of Sweden, the 35-kilometre champion from Oman back in March, giving a good account for himself lap after lap, always there contributing to the pace. But at times it was slow, and the pack was 20 or 22 strong in the middle stages, but it was all building to a crescendo that was unrelenting in the closing laps. 1 kilometre lap offered almost zero shade for these walkers, as it had done for the women a couple of hours earlier. And as Yamanishi, the champion, slowed on purpose there, just almost controlling the acceleration of Karlström, and for example on that lap, going past him, so he had it all very much in control. 13 kilometers reached in 52.15. The opening 5k was 2011, the second 5k 2022, the third 5k, well, Ianishi began to turn it on and impress. 19.24 for the third 5 kilometer segment, almost a minute quicker than the previous 5k. And latter stages, it came down to 4. Karlstrom battled on, testing his competitors in those final 3 or 4 laps, but the Japanese were just biding their time, and as they heard the bell, so it was the defending champion, the reigning champion, Toshikazu Yamanishi, who poured it on, dragging his teammate Koki Ikeda with him. For a while it looked like Gathimba of Kenya, Samuel Kireri Gathimba, would take a bronze, but he was caught eventually by the Swede Karlstrom on the final lap. Yamanishi stormed away with a monstrous acceleration over the final circuit, his final lap taking just 3 minutes 40 and easing away to a comfortable victory from his teammate Koki Ikeda, who ensured it was a 1-2 for Japan. The winning margin 7 seconds as he crossed the line and retained the title of world champion at 20 kilometers. The truth be told, he looked truly dominant throughout the race. Ikeda delighted with yet another silver medal, and Karlstrom a fabulously quick final lap from him to ease away by some 8 seconds from Samuel Kireri Gathimba. The medals then going to proven performers. Yamanishi, champion once again for Japan. Ikeda, yet another silver, and Karlstrom making it onto the rostrum for Sweden.
This is the first heat of the men's 3,000 metre steeplechase. The final is on Monday, and if both main protagonists make it through, and here's one of them, I think, I'm going to put this out there, I think this could be one of the races of the Games. So the first of 3 heats in the men's 3,000 metre steeplechase.
They take is the double width barrier just
El Bakkali has gone straight to the front, but then he looks over his shoulder, dribbles his way out into lane 2 and says, no, not interested, come on, somebody else do the work.
El Bakkali, the Olympic champion in the red.
600 to go. Keita coming wide on the outside of Wale just to make sure that he got a clean run at that water jump. Wale from Keita. El Bakkali tucked in 4th. Leonard Bett followed by Kibiwott. Only the first 3, remember, guaranteed a place in the final on Monday night, and what a final it promises to be. Crowd really getting involved here, Gail. They're enjoying it.
They are enjoying. I'm enjoying it.
And now El Bakkali coming up onto Wale's shoulder. Two Kenyans in hot pursuit. Leonard Bett and Abraham Kibiwott. Martos is furiously driving. He's going to have to keep a close eye on the clock, but at least he turned it into an honest pace. El Bakkali from Wale, who's taking the 3rd automatic spot. Ooh, Wale looks like he's going to be run out of it here. El Bakkali's got this race on an absolute shoestring. El Bakkali from Bett, from Kibiwott, and Genet Wale and Martos will have to wait and watch the clock. He was only 0.67 behind, but that means that Wale is not one of the 3 automatic qualifiers. But how about that from El Bakkali? What was it, 8:16 plus, and he made that look like a jog. The Olympic champion is in top form.
Pata ulimi na mafikira kama skiza tune kwenye simu yako, bonyeza *811 *815 hash.
Hey, My friend, ulimi ni kama msumari na mafikira ni kama nyundo. Hizo vitu mbili zikishikana, zinaweza jenga ama zinaweza bomoa. Haki na sita tafadhali. Hebu fikiria hiyo kitu nataka kuniambia kabla nishike hii simu. Kama unataka kunibomoa, toa hiyo simu kwa masikio. Unaona hiyo kitu ya red? Finya hiyo kitu ya red.
Kupata ulimi na mafikira, bonyeza *811 *815 hash. *811 *815 hash.
Beatrice Chepkoech, the fastest woman in the world, becomes the world champion here in Doha.
The World Athletics Championships is being hosted in Oregon, in the United States of America, for the first time ever from 15th to 24th of July 2022. An estimated 2,000 base track and field athletes representing more than 200 nations will come together in a celebration of diversity, human potential, and athletic achievement. Short races are not the only attractions. Marathon, magnificent throws.
Is it going to be long enough? Oh, it's a huge throw.
And outstanding jumps among other disciplines is expected as well. Although an immense task awaits them, our own Team Kenya is adequately represented by resolute athletes ready to liven up Hayward Field at the University of Oregon.
What a race! What heart! Oh my goodness me! So close!
Don't miss a single glorious moment, live and exclusive on KBC Channel 1. KBC Channel 1, your true sports partner.
Pitu ndo mekwamba unipigie simu niombe msamaha.
Forget I called. Shida gani kukataza kwenda kwa Christine usikiagi? Ona bala sasa.
Kuna mtu anakuanga side yangu kwa hii family.
Ukijana anatumia Jane vibaya sana.
You know, sometimes love can be blinding.
Unaweza ongea na yeye?
Mimi na Jane,
You know, I've always wanted a white wedding.
are you even sure you love him?
What do you know about marriage na yako hata haiendi vizuri?
Oh, Jane, you really don't know me.
Huyu msichana vile ni bad news. Si unajua familia yao vizuri ama umewasahau?
Najaribu kumuelewa kakake.
Nini nilikufanya ukoleka na dada? Ulikuwa unampenda?
Bado ninampenda. Sijaiwa cha kupenda babako.
Na unampendea nini?
Usinisumbulie mtoto, niko na mmoja, mimi sina watoto wengine nje.
Wewe ni mtu mzima sasa.
Kwa hivyo leo na kinyangari kati chochote ndio ufurahi, si ndio?
We shall legalize weed.
Professor George Luchiri Wajakoya of the Roots Party.
Semeni Babakea.
Raila Amolo Odinga of the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Party.
Unajua mimi sina pesa ya serikali ama ya cashback.
David Mwaure Wahiga of the Agano Party. And
Hakuna kura ya Hasla Mutaiba.
William Samoei Ruto of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Presidential Debate 2022. Do not adjust your sets.
I think that's quite a good tactic from Gurma, you know, because they were running so close together. Of course, he would have been very comfortable at that pace, but he thinks, hang on, I've got aspirations of a world title here. I don't need someone's heel tripping me up.
Anything could happen. Get away from them.
And that's an indication of someone's class scale. He's been at the front for nothing more than about, 300 metres, and he's split the field instantly. Now, coming round, this time it'll be the bell. Now, Balaji is running well in 4th place. They take the bell in this second heat, and a cagey one at that, in the men's 3,000 metre steeplechase. One of the favourites for gold, Lamacha Gurma, leads for Ethiopia. Hilary Ball, the former Kenyan, now proudly representing the United States, still in the mix. So too Concessus Kipruto, but Balaji, the French national champion, who's got himself up to 3:38 for the 1,500 metres this year, he's running well on the outside. Kipruto, remember, is the reigning defending champion. He's in 4th. One of these men is going to face an anxious wait to watch the clock, because only 3 are guaranteed an automatic spot in a mouth-watering final. Girma looks okay. Oh, he's just motioned to the rest of them. I think he was getting a little bit annoyed. So Girma's leading, Bernardi and Bohr, and Conseslus Kipruto, the defending champion. Yeah, leaving it very late, but coming home in second ahead of Bohr. Bernardi will be the one who has to wait and see. Girma takes it. Wow. I mean, El Bakkali made the first heat look easy. Girma made the second heat look easy. And as if this final couldn't get any more mouth-watering, that's the best performance I've seen from Conseslus Kipruto since he won this title, beating Girma by 100th of a second 3 years ago. The defending champion is back. This is the first of 3 heats in the women's 15. Top 6 advancing into tomorrow night's semis. Gail Devers alongside me, enjoying this first evening session of athletics in the stadium. Gail, a lot of people quite excited about Sinclair Johnson running over the 1500 metres. She certainly caused some waves this year, not just breaking 4, but by taking the national title and beating the likes of Elle St. Pierre to that crown.
She did. And you heard when they introduced her how everybody got excited. So we're looking forward to her doing great things.
Johnson there in second place, just tracking Mashesha. Coming round to the bell. Georgia Griffith paying close attention to the early pace. Looks like it's Vanderlist just on the inside, the Belgian. And Laura Muir, second from the rear, the Olympic silver medalist, finally getting her hands on a global medal. I was really pleased for her because she was brave in Rio. It was a funny final in Rio in 2016, the women's 15, and Laura Muir really got caught in no man's land, as it were, and she took the pace on and ended up getting outburnt. And that was a year where she was running 358s and 357s for fun. So it was brilliant to see her finally get that global medal in the Olympic arena, but she's just towards the back and hasn't had a perfect season. How difficult is it, Gail? Certain athletes seem to ride high from the confidence the season after becoming an Olympic champion, but you also see what I would sometimes describe as an Olympic hangover. Can it sometimes be difficult the year after you've either achieved your lifetime goal of winning a gold, or in the case of Laura Muir, you've finally got your hands on a global medal, even if it isn't the gold? Can it be difficult to re-motivate?
It can be. You know, there's also the pressures of, I hear people talk about, it was hard to have to deal with what's expected from you after winning. And then the pressure that you put on yourself. You're the target now. And so some people take that a little different. So it depends on the person, but yes, it can be difficult.
Well, Laura Muir's face is a picture of concentration. And she now has moved through onto the shoulder of Mashesha. Johnson now a little bit boxed on the inside. Pen Freitas, the Portuguese athlete, 4:07 this season. By the way, I mean, women's athletics, the figures and the stats, sometimes we can overburden ourselves with statistics in athletics. I was thinking, Gail, when I used to watch the women race over the 15, there was something magical about breaking the 4-minute barrier. So I just had a little tickle. 11 women have already gone inside 4 this season, and there's still a lot of athletics to come this year. 20 years ago, in the whole season of 2:02, only 5 did it. And if you go slightly slower, it shows you how much this event has changed. In 2002, only 30 women ran quicker than 4:05. This season, we've already had more than 50.
Wow.
So the volume of women running world-class times in this event has doubled in 20 years. Doubled, at least.
That's amazing.
Right then, we've been talking about the stats and the history. Let's get back to focusing on this race. With 500 to go, it's getting tasty, isn't it? Mengesha leads. Laura Muir in second place. Johnson getting roared on by the home crowd. Georgie Griffith coming through on the outside. Mashesha, Muir, Georgie Griffiths, Johnson. Really good running by those at the front, and Sabatini also making it through. If you're talking about Faith Kipyegon, she's in control as they hit the bell.
Listen to the roar of the crowd. I mean, they're really getting into this.
Kipyegon leads. Jess Hull coming up onto her shoulder. 6th in the world indoors over the 3,000 metres, so she's got really good speed endurance in her legs. Jess Hull. Adele Tracy, the former British athlete, now representing Jamaica. She's in the middle of the pack. St. Pierre trying to come up on the outside. Tanaka, the early leader, just beginning to find herself struggling on the inside and might get boxed. Oh, big move. Well spotted there, Gail. Big move there from St. Pierre. Just on the inside as Hailu comes round on her shoulder. No need to panic and no need to burn up for the win, because 6 are coming back for the semis, joining the likes of Mashesha and Laura Muir. But it's the woman who took that title ahead of Laura Muir last year who's going to lead them home. Kipyegon, very, very good running there. I'll tell you who else came through well for a place. Hannah Klein had a very quiet race, but she came through for a top 6 finish. Adele Tracy ran well. Good running there from Faith Kipyegon. Never troubled, never bothered, and I tell you what, she made 4:04 look like a jog.
She did.
Winnie Chebet, her experienced compatriot, is in 3rd, and now we've got 2 little groups, and this front group of 6 is beginning to put some daylight between themselves in the second half of the field. Gail, I know you're involved in high school coaching and bringing your expertise, your passion and your talent to the fore to try and help find the next generation of American stars. There are no shortcuts with middle distance training, are there?
No shortcuts whatsoever. Got to put in the work if you want the results.
Oh, such an atmosphere building here, you could hardly hear them ring the bell. Yeah. They come round now with 3:50 to go in this 30 to the women's 15. Gudaf Sege leading, Corianne McGee and Lyndon Hall, the American and the Australian, in 2nd and 3rd. Chebet still looks fine here in 4th, and Nanyondo looks like she's hanging on to an automatic spot here for Uganda, coming round in 5th. I'm just watching her. And Trost running well, the German double national indoor champion. So these 6 look like they're clear and away, although they've got to be careful because there is one more athlete trying to come wide on the outside. And she has got into the top 6, pushing Nanyondo down to 7th at 4:02.6, so all the leading 7 will come through that one. It might have been Enaui who came through late. No denying who took it though. Gudaf Sege looking really comfortable. Well, she's going to need the race of her life to beat Faith Kipyegon, but if she can make a 4:02 plus change that look that straightforward, she's clearly arrived here in fine form. Ryan Krauser, the world record holder, the Olympic champion. Silver at the indoors. He had a tight elbow. Never won this title. Oh my gosh, that is massive. Oh, that is incredible again. That was seriously big.
And that's qualifying.
The first of 7 heats in the men's 100 metres. Top 3 coming back for the semis. Well, the Italian, the San Marino athlete, got left in his blocks there. Bracey going well, second from the right-hand side. Blake coming through. Oh, how about that on the far side? Ikevwo ran really well behind Bracey, and he's actually denied CJ Green an automatic place in the semis. 10:05, minimal energy expended. Blake ran well in lane 5, but Ikeo on the far side, the Nigerian, who's run 10:04 this season, has got himself through to the semi-finals. Right, watch for the American to get away well, and indeed he has done. Siu Bing Tan, the fast starter, is going backwards a little bit. Ash coming through, and Hughes on the far side. 9.79. Hang on. I'll say that again. 9.79 in the first round. Cometh the hour, cometh the favourite, cometh the potential champion. That was absolutely ridiculous.
I'm going to say he's been working on his start because he got out.
Wow. I knew it had been a good start because Bing Tan Siu wasn't able to live with him. Hughes ran well over on the far side, and it was very tight in the battle for the 3rd place, which I think maybe Matardi's taken. Zarnell Hughes has come 2nd in 9.97. Matardi was out-dipping Ash. The Nigerian was in a qualification position for most of the race. Hughes came through for 2nd. They're away first time. Brumel going well, Nascimento trying to go with him, and what about that from Arthur Cisse? Cisse on the far side, he takes 2nd. Well, it's not 9.79, but that's another very, very good piece of qualification, 9.89. And Nascimento ran really well for 3rd there. Blake will be disappointed to miss out on an automatic spot. It's really hard, this, because if you hadn't seen Fred Curley's 9.79, our mouths would be agog and aghast at 9.89.
But I think he had a glitch at his start. He didn't take off when the gun went off. It looked like he hesitated, and then he went.
Really good run by Cisse as well for Côte d'Ivoire. I was really pleased for him. Watch for the man in blue. He's 3rd from the left-hand side. A little bit of pressure. Seville going well just outside him. And also on the far side, Sakai. Jacobs is just about cruising there. Very nice qualification from Oblique Seville. Sakai did well on the far side. I'm not sure he's answered any questions there, really. I mean, it looked comfortable. I thought he was running within himself. If anything, I don't know about you, Gail, it felt as though perhaps he was frightened to go faster. Is he nervous about whether his body will hold up through the rounds?
You know, that happens when you come back from an injury. They can tell you you're fine, but mentally, you know, and especially if he hasn't run a lot of races before then, it's always that question mark. But at this point, he's just going to have to go.
Of Japan, 10-1-2.
Good start. Blake takes a while to get up into his running. Tebogo going really well, the young Botswanan. What a talent he is. Blake's quite happy just to stand around and watch. Tebogo, Brown and Blake making it through. This track is so fast. That is a new lifetime best for Tebogo. He won the World Junior title last year. And what a confident piece of running, especially drawn in the lane adjacent to someone who's achieved the heights and the feats that Johan Blake has. It's a World Junior record. Not only a PB, not only a national record, top of the pile. Coleman looked a little bit tentative earlier this season, but that's a fantastic start from him, and De Grasse has been left behind a little bit here. Coleman easing up towards the line. De Grasse closing for second, 10.08. It was composed, it was controlled. Cardoso very, very nearly denied Azamati the third spot. The Brazilian was there or thereabouts in the battle for third. I thought De Grasse ran really well over the last 15 metres, so perhaps there are signs there that he is recovering from COVID.
No, he's not normally known as the best starter, but his closing speed has always been what gets him through.
And I thought Coleman's start was fantastic.
It was.
The last of 7 heats of the men's 100 metres, which 3 guaranteeing themselves a return for a mouth-watering set of semis tomorrow night. Omanyala third from the right-hand side, up into his running. Sarnie Brown going well, nearest the camera, and so too Nita of New Zealand driving towards the line. Those are the 3 qualifiers. Well, it was okay from Omanyala, considering he's had that horrendously disrupted build-up. What a fast track this is. I make that only 100th outside Sarnie Brown's PB. That was an excellent run from him. And so too the New Zealander, who I'm pretty sure would have beaten his personal best. He's slightly ungainly, but deceptively effective. Omanyala lives to fight another day, and he'll be probably going back to bed as soon as he possibly can.
Yes, I would hope so. Get some food and get some rest.
Few throws. Group A is Andre Rarastonian.
National record, actually, not just a PB for Osi and Kieta. 10.08. Absolutely incredible. Curley 79, Bromell 89, Seville 93. All the way down to Matadi coming home inside 10 seconds. 7 men breaking the barrier. Blake looked pretty comfortable in 10.04. Sambine making it through as a non-automatic qualifier, and of course we had that national record for Osi and Kieta of New Zealand. Andre De Grasse closed well. Eric Cardoso, the slowest of the qualifiers, 10.18. It was a good run by the Brazilian. Miltiadis Tentoglou. He used to be a parkour exponent. Now he flies through the air for fun and Olympic titles. Won that gold against Echevarria on countback. Here he is, European champion indoors and out, world indoor champion. This is the only title missing from his collection. Needs 8.15. Jumps up from the sand in buoyant mood. Gets the green flag. What a career CV he's putting together. He was 19th as a teenager in London. Then he moves up to 10th in Doha. All of a sudden, a couple of years later, he's won everything bar this, and he's the man to beat.
He is the man to beat, to be honest.
I'd love to see where his foot was on the board. It looked like it was millimetres. Oh, okay, 2.1. 8.03, looks comfortable. A balmy, atmospheric evening here for a moment of history, and Hayward Field has seen a few of those in its time. Italy in 1, Nigeria 2, Netherlands 3, Dominican Republic 4, Ireland 5, United States in 6, Jamaica 7, Poland 8. The first track final of Oregon 2022. This could be very special indeed. We can expect an absolute roar. They have attended here in their tens of thousands. But remember, the Dominican Republic in lane 4 have got an absolutely superb quartet. He's going well, Feliz, at the moment, but the American, Godwin, already up and past the Irishman. Listen to the roar here. The Dominican Republic beginning to struggle here. USA clearly in first. Listen to the noise for Felix. Listen to this. It's a spine-tingling atmosphere from a woman who has made this look so easy for decades. The hairs on the back of our necks are standing to attention. 36 years of age, still so smooth, still so talented, but there is no room for sentiment in sport. Paulino is coming. The Dominican Republic are closing. 2 legs to go. Felix signs off in style, but will it be a medal, and which colour? Dominican Republic ahead of the United States. The Dutch going well in third. Ogando is a fine 200-metre runner and 400-metre runner. But Vernon Norwood is having one of the best seasons we've seen from him, and he looks really comfortable in second place. Bartley of Jamaica has come storming round past Van Diepen, but Van Diepen's got that 800-metre strength and is coming back at the Jamaican, who might tie up here. You can hardly hear yourself here in the stadium. USA into the lead once more. Dominican Republic second. The Netherlands in third with Femke Bol. Watch to see if they can close. And the Jamaicans with Stacey Ann Williams in fourth. Kennedy Simon is being lifted by the crowd here. What a run and what a story this would be. Cofield ran so well this morning for the Dominican Republic, but I think that gap is too big, or is it? Cofield is closing here. Bol looks as though she's got third. Pretty much wrapped up here, although Williams is running well for Jamaica. She needs to hang on here, Kennedy Simon. Cofield of the Dominican Republic is closing. Has she got enough room? It's America or the Dominican Republic. Oh, you never read the script. Dominican Republic take it. Femke Bol comes through for silver for the Dutch, and it is a medal for Allyson Felix, but the curtain comes down with a bronze instead of a gold. That is why we love watching sport. That is why we love athletics. Yes, there was passion. We roared for Felix. It would have been a great story, but guess what? It was, because the Dominican Republic thoroughly deserved that win. They got the silver last year with a brilliant quartet, and they've come here and denied the heroine her fairy tale finish. What a result though, and what drama. Femke Bol on the line for silver. Felix finishes with a bronze, but the gold and the plaudits go to the Dominican Republic. This World Championship is up and running and in fine style. Yes, we've come to the States and they've already delivered. It's only day one.
You're so exciting. That was a great race.
There will be coming into this event. Cofield in fourth, but the judges are reviewing that.
The Dominican Republic take the title in dramatic fashion. So nearly the gold for the Dutch. Femke Bol charging towards the line. Allyson Felix rounds off with another World Championship medal. This time it's the bronze. We will see you tomorrow. This has already been epic.
mpenzi, naahidi tutakutana peponi. Naenda kupigania malengo makuu ya dini yetu.
What life had Hamida chosen? At the end, she was brutally murdered. Is this the life you want? If you know anyone who might need our help, please call our toll-free line 0800 721 600. This message is brought to you by the National Counterterrorism Center, Kenya.
Generation inakuja ni sisi tunalidi nchi.
Justina Wangui wa Mae, Root Party of Kenya.
Ukiitwa deputy itika.
Martha Wangari Karua, Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party.
Tungetaka tuseme Wakenya wameamua.
Rigathi Gachagua, UDA.
We are coming to bring in change.
Ruth Wambui Musheru, Agano Party. Battle of the Deputies. The Deputy Presidential Debate live on the 19th July 2022, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Beatrice Chetkovic, the fastest woman in the world, becomes the world champion here in Doha.
The World Athletics Championships is being hosted in Oregon, in the United States of America, for the first time ever from 15th to 24th of July 2022. An estimated 2,000 base track and field athletes representing more than 200 nations will come together in a celebration of diversity, human potential, and athletic achievement. Short races are not the only attractions. Marathon, magnificent throws.
Is it going to be long enough? Oh, it's a huge throw.
And outstanding jumps among other disciplines is expected as well. Although an immense task awaits them, our own Team Kenya is adequately represented by resolute athletes ready to liven up Hayward Field at the University of Oregon.
What a race! What heart! Oh my goodness me! So close!
Don't miss a single glorious moment, live and exclusive on KBC Channel 1. KBC Channel 1, your true sports partner.
Pete ndo mekwambia nipigie simu niombe msamaha.
Forget I called.
Shida gani kukataza kwenda kwa Christine usikiagi? Ona bala sasa. Kuna mtu anakuanga side yangu kwa hii family.
Ukijana anatumia Jane vibaya sana.
You know, sometimes love can be blinding.
Unaweza ongea na yeye?
Mimi na Jane,
You know, I've always wanted a white wedding.
are you even sure you love him?
What do you know about marriage na yako hata haiendi vizuri?
Oh, Jane, you really don't know me.
Huyu msichana vile ni bad news. Si unajua familia vizuri ama mwasahau?
Najaribu kumuelewa kakake.
Nini nilikufanya ukoleka na dada? Ulikuwa unampenda?
Bado ninampenda. Sijaiwa cha kupenda babako.
Na unampendea nini?
Usinisumbulie mtoto, niko na mmoja, mimi sina watoto wengine nje.
Huyo ni mtu mzima sasa.
Kwa hivyo leo na kinyangalika tu chochote ndio ufurahi, si ndio?
Okila Lokolo
c'est que mokolo na bango komi na problème Yori Lemba Cisco Mulongo
Asali ya Nzambe botika kusoma liboso bandimi. Attention. Nero Mungu mfumu ya bana moyo aye. Nakamba kusoma na chomo na yomoko keba.
Jésus Noël Cheke
Nasakani ya mama emesanga. Mate muloko sakul mayuma.
Papito Mondo
Service Umba Tonyeka. Tobila, Bolokolo.
Eugène Diomi Ndongala le puissant
Nana, soki obandi komeka ngai. Yalo misaka na minoko yako.
Pascal Elima
Chiluba, Kikongo, Lingala Swahili, Kibango, Kimbala.
Jano Binami Maître Claude Nemokabo Pito Lukaya Honorable Miller Otelo Jean-Marie Lutete Lando Chamatai ebandaka o moto wana aza leloko te mais soki bomoniki mwa eloko ezalaka quand même o dayer kutaka baka te ondima moto efoka kaka belo ondi boyoko
Celui qui en a fait plus que les autres, il n'a qu'à partager aussi. La misère est partout, mais peu d'amour pourquoi? L'épaisseur d'amour est trop mince. Oye mingite na pokoi, na butoko la la te.
J-Sempa des vidéos Clément Mouzolo Jet Mathieu Mobini CBC Patrick Misasi Bertin Dilouzei Christian Omar FPC
Personne n'aimait la destinataire. Allez Roulou.
Koloto Dikens Dikenda Honorable Fabrice Mkwela Ogi Misaba les nécessaires Wilby Mbabou libre penseur L'architecte intelligent Simeon Moussindondo
Celui qui en a fait plus que les autres, il n'a qu'à partager aussi. La misère est partout, mais peu d'amour pourquoi? Olivier Kaya, Oya mingite na pokwa silka. Na butoko la la te.
Tosha Mvumbi Ebefi Mor Kamoleta Wakala Asalfo Magic System Mitif Yakala Okoki Kosole Yango Pe Bambata Yasika Claude Machala Dasor Sénateur Denis Kambaye Chimbungu
When you hear about Felix Ozekwa, ukijua tu ni Felix Ozekwa kuna mambo mangapi? Mambo mawili. One, mistari mzito mzito, and two, choreography.
Yes.
Unaona amefanya hivi alafu kitu kama Michael Jackson hivi. You need a kitambi, unahitaji kitambi fulani hivi ndio ufanye vitu kama hizo. But anyway, that's the new one by Felix Ozekwa. Ameitoa like how many 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, yes.
EPC, but you know mistari nilikuwa nasema kuhusu mistari. Hapo Ozekwa anasema mwasi akolinga yo noki pe apesa yo ba problem na yeye noki. Yani demo anaingia box haraka haraka, yaanza kupatia shida zake haraka haraka. Anaanza portable na ngine baby, simu yangu iko na shida. Mama naanga vombe la mama yangu ni mgonjwa. Ujue kesho ni birthday yangu.
Jamani.
By the way, is it true or false?
By the way, I've seen this thing, but by the way, speaking of that.
We are excluding you.
Duh, isn't that obvious and misty, of course? But now I've seen this thing that girls will ask for money the next day. Nakwani ni a registration fee, you know? So Felix Ozekwa is talking about real issues. I love him for that.
And then
his choreography is top notch also.
Top notch.
Yeah.
There's another punchline amesema hapo hivyo ati bambanda bakutani, bapesani bambote, baswani te, seki mkono la bango sana problem Yana anasema ma side chicks wamekutana, wamehagiana, wamesalimiana, hawatusiani. Do you know what that means? It means the gentleman is in the problem. But anyway, Bridge Over Congo right here on KBC Channel 1. Who else to start the show apart from Rani Moku Abongo, Felix Ozekwa? I am Simeon Mfumo.
And I'm Winnie Marie-Jose. Thank you for tuning in. Of course, our hashtag is Bridge Over Congo on all social media platforms. So yes, we're here to give you our bumper show. We prepared a great show for you. I know you love Elba Talk, so yes, he's going to be on the playlist. But without much ado, see, we enjoy the show for more.
Before to the show, lazima tuambie ni mambo yapi ambayo Muna amewakarangia hapa. For those of you who don't know Muna, she's a tall, dark, beautiful lady behind the camera. Unaona? Sasa hapa leo leo kuna Wilson, alafu pia tunatilia manani kwamba tunaenda katika election in some days there. Kwa hivyo basi kuna vile pia tunaomba pia mwaweke amani ama namna gani? So kwa sasa ni nini mrembo wangu?
Dodoma Noka.
No, it's not Dodoma Noka. It is Satellites by Werason. Hello.
my friend. That was Lingangai. And that guy, please, come on. This video is done by Stella Mobi. And of course, the song is by Dodo Monuk. And of course, in Rumba, we have to come together and help each other. That is why Stella Mobi came through for this guy, Dodo Monoko. With the choreography, with the lyrics, with the beat. Of course, he did that song some justice. And earlier on, we played Werason by Satellite. Do we talk about Werason? We did a full show. Werason, yes.
Kuna haja tuongea kuhusu Werason. Werason tuliongea na story ile ilikuwa ya Wenge Muzika. By the way, the event came out perfectly. Now, success ya ile event ya Wenge imefanya these renowned journalist Zakari Bababaswe ameamua naye pia haachi nyuma.
Organize a show.
Anaenda kuorganize show ya Fere na Fani. Did you know that entrance fee ya hiyo show ya Wenge Muzika BCBG, people are paying $100, which is equivalent to how much? 10,600 Kenyan shillings. Hapa Kenya, hata Harambee Stars ikicheza, useme 200, unapata tu ni unapata tu watu KWS ndo wako hapo.
But then from that show was full to capacity.
120,000 capacity, the Matea Stadium. It was perfect. Now, awesome. Speaking of Dodo Monoko, by the way, alituaga 2-3 years ago. He used to alienda kuishi panaitwaje Los Angeles. That is in USA.
Hey, are you struggling to pronounce that name?
Los Angeles. I'm trying to put some Spanish tones. Alikuwa anaishi Los Angeles pamoja na Wiki Law. Wale ambao hawajui historia Freezer International Tabule alikuwa in exile. He went to stay in the USA. Ndio akatoa masongs kama zile Muzina nini alifanyia kule ngambo na kina Wiki Law. Dodo Monoko died 3 years ago. But Dodo Monoko, I've always told people, naambianga watu, don't trust Google. Trust KBC Channel 1 on these matters. Dodo Monoko alianza na Grand Zaiko Wawa. Get the Pifeli Manuako. Dodo Monoko akatoka pale, should be around 1973 pale. Then he went briefly to Zaiko Langalanga for 3 years. And then later on, Jaka joined a Freezer International. Yake Tabule until his death.
Oh wow.
So kwa hivyo hapa tuna celebrate watu kama hao, si ndio? Maybe unaweza anza kukumbusha watu hizo socials.
Yes, our hashtag Bridge Over Congo on all social media platforms. And I should read a few before we go on. Yes, we appreciate your support all the time. Ann Pendo, I'm right here with you. Thank you so much. David Mboro, watching from Thika. Mwalimu Dominic Cheriot, Kaptarakwa EMC Locked. Sandona Bet, following from Kericho. Maria Mfumu, please, I need one song from Boule Longendo. Now tell me about Testama, written by Simaro. I will be very grateful.
I remember your story, Lukomongia. You read that message. We are letting that guy down.
Honestly,
hatuna video ya Testama Boule. Maybe nitakuja na guitarist hapa mimi mwenyewe niimbe alafu
you'll do us the honors.
But those are some of the songs. Unajua hata kwa songwriting. Kuna zile songs zinaandikwa based on true stories. Unaona? So your story ya Boule, it was based on true story. These are person died Boule and the last words of Boule. Ndio maana kwa sikia Testament ya nini? Ya Boule. It was a true story. And 6 years ago I hosted mtoto wa Simaro anaitwa Salomon Lutumba. Akaniambia that day babake alikuwa ana compose that song usiku wa manane. Alafu the people kapiga sana. The dogs were barking. Alafu akafeel afraid. He put it in the song.
Wow.
Aliweka hiyo story kwa nyimbo. But anyway, I'm not staki kumaza muda mwingi, tunaenda songani mrembo.
Kabose Bulembi, your favorite,
of course. My favorite, Kabose Bulembi.
Let's play So Yes Prudent.
Je vous avais dit, laissez les enfants faire leur délire. Maintenant, soyez prudents. Maître qui m'a fait à Kabongo Chika Panafa. Ben Bongo japonais, Bilamba et Belé. Chikabe, banque populaire. Chaque homme a la haute intelligence de la diaspora. Lumba, Merca Group, le numéro 1 de l'OCC, Placide Chisumpa, a crié mon caddie, il confie à Mongo.
Tata Kibokolo, la bouche autorisée par la
Generation inakuja ni sisi tunalidi nchi.
Justina Wangui wa Mae, Root Party of Kenya.
Ukiitwa deputy itika.
Martha Wangari Karua, Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party.
Tungetaka tuseme Wakenya wameamua.
Rigathi Gachagua, UDA.
We are coming to bring in change.
Ruth